అమ్మాయి చేస్తారా? అవకాశం ఉంటుందా సార్ అట్లా? ఎక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ మూవ్ కాకుండా సార్ డైట్ లో సూపరైడ్ సార్ వీళ్ళు డిస్కషన్ పెట్టినారంటే వాళ్ళకు అంత ఇంత ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పెట్టింటారు. సుబ్రాయుడు చెప్పినారంట వాళ్ళంతా డిస్కషన్ పెట్టినారంట ఇలా పంపిస్తారంట మా దాంట్లో సీనియర్ లెక్చరర్లను ఈ 3 ఐఏఎస్లో ఉండే వాళ్ళను మళ్ళీ హెడ్ మాస్టర్లు వస్తారని. హెడ్ మాస్టర్లు ఎట్లా వస్తారు అట్లా అన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళు కూడా రాకూడదు కదా. దీనికి ఫీడర్ క్యాడరు మనం కాదంట.
అది ల్యాప్టాప్ కనెక్ట్ Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm able to see as well as hear you.
Thank you, sir. So, most of the participants are the B.Ed first years, sir.
Very good, very good. Teachers. ఏ భాషలో మాట్లాడాలి?
No, you can mix in English and Telugu. They feel more comfort. Madhulet, sir. Madhulet, sir.
హలో
Madhulet, sir.
జయచంద్ర
Yeah.
సార్ నమస్తే సార్.
నమస్తే, నమస్తే.
Our sir joined. Sir, Madhulet is my senior, sir. My senior
Good.
when we were doing MSc Physics at Kurnool PG Center under SV University. So
Very
he
good.
is faculty in this B.Ed college. He belongs to physics.
Very good, very good.
And he and his principal, when we proposed, they immediately accepted and arranged this session.
Excellent, excellent.
నమస్తే సార్.
Madhulet, sir,
Namaskaram.
can we shall we expect more students? Some, or is there any class environment link is there? Even class
నో సార్,
link?
నో ఇండివిజువల్లీ ఇండివిజువల్లీ అంతే.
ఓకే. అదే ఒక 30 ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడు.
చాలు.
వస్తారు ఇంకా జాయిన్ అవుతుంది.
They join. సో మనం
మోర్ దాన్ 80.
3 కి స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా? అట్ 3
చేసింది.
we will continue.
3 నిమిషాలు.
They join. Okay.
అంటే 3 నిమిషాలే ఉంది ఇంకా.
అన్మ్యూట్ అని పెడితే మన వాయిస్ వినపడదా?
మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టినావు కదా.
చూడు
All students, you have to keep in mute.
నాది మ్యూట్.
All students, you have to keep in mute.
ఈ మ్యూట్ చేయడానికి మాస్టర్ కంట్రోల్ లాగా ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంటుందా?
No, he made me host, sir. Co-host. I can also. I check continuously.
సార్ అన్మ్యూట్ పడుతుంది ఆడ మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టామని.
This Redmi 9i. You are frequently unmuting your mic. Redmi 9i. Okay.
నేను వినిపిస్తున్నానా?
Yes, sir. You are audible. I think I am also audible.
Yeah. Both visible as well as audible.
Yeah, he made host and two co-host. I request Ravindra Garu to made co-host Madileti Purvai is there. Ravindra sir. Yeah, okay. That's it. If you want, he can unmute and he can talk like this. It is 3-1. I think, Madhuliti sir, can we start now?
జయచంద్ర,
Yeah.
ఒకటి ఏంటంటే
I can hear you. చెప్పండి 40 people జాయిన్ అయ్యారు.
ఇక్కడ ఏమంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరి దగ్గర ఫోన్ లేదు. అది
ఓకే
2-3 మెంబర్స్ కూడా ఒకే ఫోన్ తో జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు.
No problem. Good.
అందుకు మీకు
No. See, that is
No problem. As long
okay,
as
sir.
it is muted, it doesn't disturb anybody.
Okay.
They should be able to hear and see me.
Okay. Thank you.
They can see sir and then hear. That's fine. And, then I request sir to start, because we took up only 1 hour, so that we can quickly finish it. Sir, kindly go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jayachandra garu. Thank you, Dr. Madhuleti garu. Andarki namaskaram. ఈ రోజున నేను ఇప్పుడు ఎవరినైతే ఉద్దేశించి మాట్లాడుతున్నానో వాళ్ళు చాలా ముఖ్యులు సమాజంలో. నేను వారానికి 2 సార్లన్నా సరే ఆఫ్లైన్ ఇలా క్లాసులు అవి తీసుకుంటాను. కానీ వాళ్ళు నార్మల్ స్టూడెంట్సే. వేరాజ్ ఇవాళ నేను ఎవరితో అయితే మాట్లాడుతున్నానో వాళ్ళు ప్రస్తుతం స్టూడెంట్స్ అయినా 2-3 సంవత్సరాల్లో వాళ్ళు ఉపాధ్యాయులు అవుతారు. వాళ్ళు అట్లీస్ట్ 35 బ్యాచ్లు 35 సంవత్సరాలు టీచింగ్ వృత్తిలో ఉంటారు. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం వాళ్ళు ఒక 50 మందిని ప్రభావితం చేసిన రిటైర్ అయ్యేసరికి వాళ్ళు ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఒక 1500 నుంచి 3000 వరకు వారి యొక్క వేరియస్ బోధన ద్వారా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేసి ఉంటారు. అందువల్ల నేను ఐఎమ్ పర్టికులర్లీ అవేర్ ఆఫ్ ద సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు స్పీక్ టుడే. అయితే ఇది 2-వే కమ్యూనికేషన్ పాసిబుల్ కాదు కాబట్టి నేను చెబుతూ పోతాను. సరిగ్గా 3 గంటల 30 నిమిషాలకు ఆపేస్తాను. నన్ను మా యొక్క ప్యూర్ ఎర్త్ ఫౌండేషన్ యొక్క వ్యవస్థాపకులు ఫౌండర్ డాక్టర్ జయచంద్ర గారిని కలిపి ఒక టాపిక్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అండ్ స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీస్ అనే టాపిక్ మీద మాట్లాడమన్నారు. నేను ఎక్కువగా ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అంటే పర్యావరణము గురించి మాట్లాడతాను. స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీస్లో డాక్టర్ జయచంద్ర గారికి పిహెచ్డి ఉంది. ఈజ్ ఏ ఆల్ ఇండియా లెవెల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ ఆన్ జియోగ్రాఫికల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సిస్టమ్స్ అండ్ ఇంటర్ప్రెటింగ్ శాటిలైట్ ఇమేజరీ. కాబట్టి వారు 3:30 నుంచి 4 వరకు మాట్లాడతారు. ఈ పర్యావరణము స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీకి చెప్పే ముందు ఒక 2 నిమిషాలు మా ఫౌండేషన్ ప్యూర్ ఎర్త్ ఫౌండేషన్ గురించి చెప్తాను. ప్యూర్ ఎర్త్ ఫౌండేషన్ అనేది కొన్నేళ్ల క్రిందట జయచంద్ర గారు స్థాపించారు. దానికి ముఖ్యమైన ఉద్దేశం ఏమిటంటే ప్రస్తుతం మన సమాజంలో ఉన్న యువతకు ఒక స్పెషల్ అవేర్నెస్ అబౌట్ ద నీడ్ టు టేక్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఎర్త్. మానవులు కానీ ఇంకా మిగిలిన కోటాను కోట్ల జీవులు మనందరం కూడా బ్రతకడానికి ఒకటే ఒక ప్లానెట్ ఉంది, దాని పేరే భూమి, ఎర్త్. దేర్ ఈజ్ నో లైఫ్ వాట్సోఎవర్ ఆన్ ది అదర్ ప్లానెట్స్. సో మనకు ఈ యొక్క భూమి తప్పించి వేరే గతి లేదు. ఒకవేళ భూమి అన్లివబుల్, మనము బ్రతకడానికి సాధ్యపడని స్టేట్కి చేరుకుంటే, దశకు చేరుకుంటే మనందరం చచ్చిపోతాం. వి విల్ బి వైప్డ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఎర్త్. మనకు వేరే ఎర్త్ లేదు. సరే, నాకు 72 ఏళ్ళు, దీని గురించి నేనెందుకు పట్టించుకోవాలి, ఎలాగో నేను చచ్చిపోతాను. అది కాలక్రమేణా వృద్ధాప్యంతో చచ్చిపోయినా, లేక భూమి మీద ప్రాణవాయువు లేక క్లైమేట్ కండిషన్స్ ఇన్హాస్పిటబుల్, బ్రతకడానికి సాధ్యం కాని పరిస్థితులు మారిపోయినా నా ఇన్నింగ్స్ అయిపోయింది అని నేను తప్పించుకోవచ్చు. కానీ మీరంతా ఇంకా వెరీ యంగ్, 20-21 ఏళ్ళ వయసులో ఉన్నారు. అంతేకాకుండా మీ యొక్క నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్, మీ పిల్లలు, మీ మనవలు, వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇదే భూమియే వాళ్ళు ఆస్తుంటుంది. ఇదే భూమి మీద వాళ్ళు బ్రతకాలి. వాళ్ళేమి మార్స్కి కానీ ఇంకెక్కడికో కానీ వెళ్ళలేరు, వెళ్ళినా బ్రతకలేరు. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ అది లేదు. సో ఈ తరుణంలో ప్యూర్ ఎర్త్ ఫౌండేషన్ ప్రతి 6 నెలలకి ఒకసారి ఒక ఆల్ ఇండియా లెవెల్ నేషనల్ సెమినార్ ఆన్ వేరియస్ టాపిక్స్, ముఖ్యంగా ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అండ్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అంటూ ఉంటుంది. ఈ ఏప్రిల్ నెల 23వ తారీఖున ది నెక్స్ట్ హాఫ్ ఇయర్లీ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ఆన్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అండ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అనే టాపిక్ మీద ఉంటుంది. మీరందరూ కూడా ఆ లింకు జయచంద్ర గారు ఇస్తారు. అప్పుడు మీరు ఆ లింక్ని వాడుకుని 23 ఏప్రిల్ శనివారం నాడు తప్పకుండా అక్కడ జరిగే ప్రొసీడింగ్స్ మీరు ఫాలో అయితే చాలా బాగుంటుంది. ఆ యొక్క ఈ సెమినార్స్ 6 నెలలకు ఒకసారి జరిగే దాంట్లో పాల్గొనే వాళ్ళందరూ స్టూడెంట్సే. మిగిలిన సెమినార్స్ లాగా, కాన్ఫరెన్స్ లాగా ఇవి ఏదో పిహెచ్డీలు పొందిన వారు, లెక్చరర్లు, బాగా అనుభవం ఉన్న వాళ్ళ కోసం కాదు. ఇదంతా స్కూల్ పిల్లల దగ్గర నుంచి కాలేజీ స్టూడెంట్స్, బహుశా 1 or 2 రీసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్స్ కూడా ఉంటారు. బట్ ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్ టీచర్స్ ఎవరు కూడా ఇందులో ప్రజెంటేషన్ చేయరు. సో ఆ నేపథ్యంలో మై అపీల్ టు యూ ఆల్ ఈస్ టు kindly do participate offline in the forthcoming national conference being organized by the Pure Earth Foundation on the 23rd of April. ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా సబ్జెక్ట్లోకి వస్తాను. ఈ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అండ్ పర్యావరణం, వాట్ డు వి మీన్ బై ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్? By environment, we normally mean the natural environment. సహజ సిద్ధంగా ప్రకృతి మనకు ఈ యొక్క పర్యావరణం ఎలా ఇచ్చిందో అది. when we say environment, we mean the natural environment. Or to put it in other words, the natural world encompassing all living and non-living things occurring naturally. లివింగ్ అంటే మానవులు వస్తారు, జంతువులు వస్తాయి, చెట్లు వస్తాయి, క్రిములు, కీటకాలు అవన్నీ కూడా వస్తాయి. నాన్ లివింగ్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మన పర్యావరణంలో ఉన్న ప్రాణవాయువు, ఆక్సిజన్, కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్, కార్బన్ మోనాక్సైడ్, మీథేన్, ఇవి కూడా వస్తాయి. ఇవి ఒక సర్టన్ ప్రపోర్షన్లో, ఒక సర్టన్ నిష్పత్తిలో ఉన్నాయి. ఆ నిష్పత్తి కంటే ఏదన్నా ఎక్కువైనా తక్కువైనా ప్రమాదం మనకే. ఉదాహరణకు మనకు ప్రాణవాయువు ఉన్నంత వరకే మన ప్రాణం ఉంటుంది. ఆక్సిజన్ లేనప్పుడు మనము బతికి ఉండము. ఇప్పుడు ఆక్సిజన్ డిప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, తగ్గిపోయింది అనుకోండి, ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న లెవెల్ కంటే సగానికి వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, న్యాచురల్లీ మన లంగ్స్ దే విల్ నాట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు క్లెన్స్ అండ్ ప్యూరిఫై ద బ్లడ్. సో రక్తంలో ఉన్న ఆ యొక్క మలినాలు తీసేయలేక మనం ఇంకా ఆరోగ్యం క్షీణిస్తూ చచ్చిపోతాం. అందువల్ల we have to include everything, and that too in a proper proportion, balance. ప్రస్తుతం మనం ఎలా అయితే ఉన్నామో అలాగే ఉండగలిగితే బాగుంటుంది. అంతేగాని ఈ కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ లేక కార్బన్ మోనాక్సైడ్ ఇలాంటివి బొగ్గు పులుసు వాయువు అంటారు, ఎక్కువైపోయి ఆక్సిజన్ తగ్గిపోతే అందరికీ ప్రమాదం. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం చెప్తున్న ఈ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్, ఈ పర్యావరణం, ఇట్ ఎన్కంపసెస్ ది ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ లివింగ్ స్పీషీస్. ఇంటరాక్షన్ అంటే మనిషి, జంతువులు, మనిషి, క్రిములు, క్రిములు, జంతువులు, అంతేకాకుండా క్లైమేట్, మన వాతావరణం, వెదర్ అండ్ న్యాచురల్ రిసోర్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు మనం భూమిలో వచ్చి బొగ్గు కానీ, ఇనుము కానీ ఖనిజాలుగా బయటకు తీస్తూ ఉంటాం. అవి న్యాచురల్ రిసోర్సెస్. అవి ఎక్స్ట్రాగా తీసేసిన, టూ మచ్గా దాన్ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేసిన ఈ నదులుగా, ఈ సముద్రాలు కానీ, ఈ యొక్క సెవరల్ పర్వతాల్లో స్నో అది ఉంది. ఆర్క్టిక్ లో ఉంది, అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ అంటార్క్టిక్ లో ఉంది స్నో, ఐస్ రూపంలో ఉంది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఒక బ్యాలెన్స్ లో ఉన్నాయి. ఆ బ్యాలెన్స్ ని డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తే మాత్రం మనం ఇంకా బతకలేం. మన యొక్క ఉనికికే ప్రమాదం వస్తుంది. బతికినా ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న చక్కటి జీవన విధానం సాధ్యం కాదు. సో ఈ తరుణంలో మీరు, ఈ నేపథ్యంలో you will be hearing very frequently a phrase called climate change. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది అంటుంటారు గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్, భూమి వేడెక్కిపోతోంది, దానివల్ల సముద్రాల్లో ఉన్న స్నో కానీ, ఐస్ కానీ, హిమాలయ పర్వతాల్లో ఉన్న లేక ఆల్ప్స్ పర్వతాల్లో ఉన్న స్నో కానీ, ఐస్ కానీ కరిగిపోయి సముద్రం యొక్క లెవెల్ పెరిగిపోతుంది. పెరిగిపోతే చాలా ఊర్లు, ఇప్పుడు చెన్నై పట్టణం కానీ, ముంబై పట్టణం కానీ, లేక విశాఖపట్నం కానీ, కాకినాడ కానీ, ఇలాంటి ఊర్లు సముద్ర తీరాలు ఉన్నాయి, అవి మునిగిపోతాయి. ఎందువల్ల అంటే సముద్రం యొక్క లెవెల్ పెరిగిపోతే. ఆ లెవెల్ ఎప్పుడు పెరుగుతుంది? ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ సముద్రాల్లో తేలి ఆడుతున్న ఫ్లోటింగ్ ఐస్ బ్లాక్స్, ఒక్కొక్కటి చాలా పెద్దది, ఇంగ్లాండ్ సైజ్ కంటే పెద్ద ఐస్ బ్లాక్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఆర్క్టిక్ లోను, అంటార్క్టిక్ లోను. ఈ గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ వల్ల అవి కరిగిపోయితే అవి సాలిడ్ స్టేట్ ఐస్ నుంచి ఒక లిక్విడ్ అంటే వాటర్ కింద మారిపోతాయి. The density of ice is less than that of water. So when ice melts and becomes water, the volume of the molten ice which has become water will be more. When the volume is more, adantha ekkada adjust avvali, samudranlone adjust avvali. All seas are interconnected. సముద్రాలన్నీ కూడా ఒకదానికొకటి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉన్నాయి. ఎక్కడో కడిగినా మొత్తానికి అన్ని సముద్రాల లెవెల్ పెరుగుతుంది. అది జరిగితే మనకు భూమి మీద ఉన్న ల్యాండ్ తగ్గిపోతుంది. ముఖ్యంగా ఈ కోస్టల్ సిటీస్ మునిగిపోతే ఆ జనాభా మళ్ళీ హైదరాబాదో లేక ఢిల్లీయో లేక ఆగ్రానో లేక భోపాలో లేక బెంగళూరు ఇలాంటి ఊర్లో అడ్జస్ట్ అవ్వాలి. అంటే యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఈ ఊర్లన్నీ కూడా ఓవర్ పాపులేటెడ్. అవి ఇంకా కొన్ని కోట్ల జనాభా అక్కడికి వస్తే ఇట్ బికమ్స్ అన్లివబుల్. సో అందువల్ల ఈ లాంగ్ టర్మ్ షిఫ్ట్స్ ఇన్ టెంపరేచర్స్ అండ్ వెదర్ ప్యాటర్న్స్, వాటి మీద మన దృష్టి సారించాలి. ఎస్పెషల్గా ఏమిటి అంటే 1800 నుంచి అంటే సుమారు 19వ శతాబ్దం నుంచి హ్యూమన్ యాక్టివిటీస్, వారు చేసిన ఈ యొక్క ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ప్రొడక్షన్ కానీ వేరియస్ యాక్టివిటీస్ వల్ల ఈ యొక్క క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ ఎక్కువ స్పీడ్గా అవుతుంది. గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ వేగవంతంగా అయిపోతుంది. ఎందుకు అంటే ఈ గత 200 ఏళ్లగా మనము వీఆర్ బర్నింగ్ ఫాసిల్ ఫ్యూయల్స్. ఫాసిల్ ఫ్యూయల్స్ అంటే భూమి అంతర్భాగంలోంచి ఉన్న కోల్ కానీ, పెట్రోలియం ఆయిల్ అండ్ గ్యాస్ అంటే న్యాచురల్ గ్యాస్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఉపయోగిస్తున్నాం ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ జనరేషన్కి కానీ లేక మోటార్ వాహనాలు నడపడానికి కానీ, ఒక చోటు నుంచి ఒక చోటుకి వెళ్ళడానికి కానీ, వీటన్నిటికీ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంటే అవి న్యాచురల్గా ఒకటి దే జనరేట్ హీట్, రెండు దే ఆల్సో జనరేట్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్. ఇవన్నీ కూడా బ్రాడ్గా గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్ కింద ఉంటాయి. అవి దే ఆర్ హీట్ ట్రాపింగ్ గ్యాసెస్. అంటే ఈ భూమి మీద ఉన్న వేడిని అవి ట్రాప్ చేసేస్తాయి, వెళ్ళిపోనివ్వవు. భూమిలో ఉన్న వేడిని అలాగే ఉంచితే భూమి వేడెక్కుతుంది. సో అది చాలా ముఖ్యం. దాని మీద మనం దృష్టి సారించాలి. దాన్ని ఇప్పుడు యాక్షన్ తీసుకోకపోతే ఇట్ విల్ బి టూ లేట్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్లో గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ ఉంది, తర్వాత దాని యొక్క పర్యవసానంగా ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆన్ వెదర్స్ ప్యాటర్న్, ఎర్త్ యొక్క వెదర్ ప్యాటర్న్స్. ముఖ్యంగా గత 100 ఏళ్లుగా చాలా స్పీడ్గా ఈ వార్మింగ్ జరుగుతోంది. అండ్ ఎమిషన్ ఆఫ్ గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్ ఎక్కువ తయారవుతున్నాయి. అందులో కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ బర్నింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఫాసిల్ ఫ్యూయల్స్, అండ్ మీథేన్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అండ్ యానిమల్ హస్బెండరీ. ఈ రెండు ప్రధానమైన గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్. ఈ యొక్క బర్నింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఫాసిల్ ఫ్యూయల్స్, వెదర్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్, మోటార్ వాహనాలు కానీ, ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ కానీ, లేక ఫ్యాక్టరీలు రన్ చేయడం, స్టీల్ మేకింగ్, సిమెంట్ ప్రొడక్షన్, అటువంటివి. దానితో పాటు ఈ వ్యవసాయం కోసం మనం వీఆర్ కటింగ్ ఎ లార్జ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫారెస్ట్. మనకు ఒకప్పుడు స్వాతంత్రం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఎంత ఫారెస్ట్, న్యాచురల్ ఫారెస్ట్ ఉండేదో అందులో సుమారు 25% పోయింది. సో న్యాచురల్ ఫారెస్ట్ వల్ల ఉండే అడ్వాంటేజెస్, దానివల్ల ఎర్త్ యొక్క ప్రొటెక్షను, అవి కూడా ఫారెస్ట్లు ఎప్పుడు తగ్గుతాయో ఆ ప్రొటెక్షన్ కూడా తగ్గుతుంది. అందువల్ల ఈ భూమి వేడెక్కిపోయి సాధారణంగా ఇప్పటి వరకు సూర్యుడి యొక్క రేస్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అల్ట్రావైలెట్ రేస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ఫ్రారెడ్ రేస్, వీటిని ప్రస్తుతం భూమి మీద ఉన్న స్నో, మంచు, అవన్నీ కూడా రిఫ్లెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాయి భూమి హీట్ ఎక్కకుండా. బట్ అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ యాజ్ ద ఎర్త్ హీట్స్ అప్, ఇట్ కాజెస్ చేంజెస్ లైక్ ది లాస్ ఆఫ్ సన్లైట్ రిఫ్లెక్టింగ్ స్నో కవర్. ఆ స్నో చాలా ముఖ్యం. అది తెల్లగా ఉంటుంది. ఇట్ రిఫ్లెక్ట్స్ బోత్ ఇన్ఫ్రారెడ్ యాజ్ వెల్ as అల్ట్రావైలెట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో విజిబుల్ లైట్. దీనివల్ల ఇంతకాలం ఆ స్నో ఉన్నంతకాలం ఈ భూమి వేడెక్కదు, గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ జరగదు. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్ వల్ల ఈ హీట్ ట్రాప్ అయిపోతుందో, స్నో మెల్ట్ అవుతుందో, దానివల్ల రాను రాను ఈ గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్, ఆ రేట్ ఆఫ్ వార్మింగ్ చాలా విపరీతంగా ఎక్కువ స్పీడ్గా వేడెక్కిపోతుంది. ఎక్సెసివ్ అగ్రికల్చర్, సరే ఏదో మనకు కావలసిన పంటలు పండిస్తున్నాము సరే, కానీ కావలసిన దానికంటే ఎక్కువ. భారతదేశంలో ఇప్పుడు మన సుమారు 150 కోట్లు అనుకుందాం జనాభా. ఇంతమంది రోజుకు 3 సార్లు భోజనం చేయవలస్తే ఎంత? ఫుడ్ క్రాప్స్ అంటే వీట్ కానీ, లేక మేజ్ కానీ, లేక పప్పు దినుసులు కానీ, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎంత కావాలో దానికి 3 రెట్లు ఉన్నాయి. ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఈ ఫుడ్ కార్పొరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియాలో ఉన్న గోడౌన్స్ లో బఫర్ స్టాక్ అని ఉంటుంది. ఆ బఫర్ స్టాక్ ఏం చేయాలో తెలియక వాటిని అలా పెడుతుంటే ఎలుకలు తినేస్తున్నాయి. ఇంత ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అనవసరం. దట్టు ఇప్పుడు ఎలాంటి ఎక్సెసివ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అంటే బై యూజింగ్ మోర్ దాన్ ద రిక్వైర్డ్ క్వాంటిటీస్ ఆఫ్ కెమికల్ ఫర్టిలైజర్స్ అండ్ పెస్టిసైడ్స్. ఒక పొలానికి ఎకరానికి 1 బస్తా కావాలంటే 3 బస్తాలు 4 బస్తాలు యూరియా వాడేస్తున్నారు. అంతేకాకుండా ఏదన్నా చీడ పురుగులు అవి పడితే ఆ క్రాప్కి ఎంత కొట్టాలో ఆ యొక్క పెస్టిసైడ్స్, క్రిమి సంహార మందులు దానికి 10 రెట్లు కొట్టేస్తున్నాం. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతోంది అంటే, ఒకటి, ది ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ గెట్స్ పొల్యూటెడ్. 2, ఈ భూమిలో ఉన్న టాప్ సాయిల్ అది డిప్లీట్ అయిపోతుంది. టాప్ సాయిల్లో అసలు ఈ పంటలు పండించేదంతా దేర్ ఆర్ సెవరల్ థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ మైక్రోబ్స్, MICROBES, క్రిములు ఉంటాయి. వాటి వల్లే మన దేహంలో కూడా మనకు ఏమి తిన్నా కూడా జీర్ణం కావాలి అంటే వి రిక్వైర్ ఇన్ అవర్ గట్స్, మన స్టమక్ లో బ్యాక్టీరియా, బెనైన్ బ్యాక్టీరియా అది ఉంటేనే మనకు జీర్ణం అవుతుంది. అలాగే భూమిలో ఆ మైక్రోబ్స్ ఉంటేనే దే కన్వర్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఫెడ్ ఇంటూ న్యూట్రిషన్ టు ద ప్లాంట్. అది జరగకుండా ఉంటే ఈ టాప్ సాయిల్ అనేది మట్టి సుమారు 1 అంగుళం మట్టి పైన మనకు తయారవ్వాలంటే 500 ఏళ్ళు పడుతుంది. మనం ఎక్స్ట్రా అగ్రికల్చర్ చేయడంతో ఆ టాప్ సాయిల్ డిప్లీట్ అయిపోతుంది, తగ్గిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం అంచనా వరకు ఈ ప్రకారంగా అగ్రికల్చర్ కానీ కొనసాగిస్తే, వ్యవసాయం కొనసాగిస్తే ఇంకా 30 ఏళ్ల కంటే ఎక్కువ వ్యవసాయం చేయలేము. ఎందుకంటే అప్పటికి 0 టాప్ సాయిల్ ఉంటుంది, మైక్రోబ్స్ అన్ని చచ్చిపోతాయి. కాబట్టి మనం భూమి ఉంటుంది కానీ ఆ భూమిలోంచి మనకు కావాల్సిన ఫుడ్ తయారు కాదు. ఇది ఒక ప్రాబ్లం అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ ఎట్సెట్రా. సో ఇప్పుడు దానికి ఏంటి తరుణం? we have to necessarily organic agriculture and forest cover. ప్రస్తుతం మనం కొట్టేస్తూ ఉన్నాం, ఎక్కడ అడిగినా ఆ యొక్క ఎడ్జెస్, పెరిఫరల్ కొట్టేస్తున్నాం. సో అది ఇట్ ఇస్ ష్రింకింగ్, తగ్గిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు తక్షణమే మనం ఆ కొట్టేయడం ఆపేసి మళ్ళీ ఆ ఫారెస్ట్ రీజనరేట్ అయ్యేటట్టు మనం ప్రయత్నించాలి. లేకపోతే ఇంకో 30 ఏళ్లలో మన ఎవరికి తిండి దొరకదు. నేను 30 ఏళ్ళు బతకలేను కాబట్టి, అప్పటికి నాకు 102 సంవత్సరాలు వస్తాయి కాబట్టి నాకు భయం లేదు. నేను బతికినంత కాలం ఏదో ఒకటి దొరుకుతుంది. కానీ మరి మీ సంగతి ఏంటి? మీ పిల్లల సంగతి ఏంటి? మీ మనవల సంగతి ఏంటి? వారి గురించి మనం ఆలోచించకపోతే ఈ భవిష్యత్తు యొక్క తరాలు మనల్ని క్షమించవు. సో ఇది నేను చెప్పవలసింది. ఈ తర్వాత అసలు నిజంగా వాట్ ఈస్ ది యాక్చువల్ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ అఫైర్స్ అనేది ఈ యొక్క స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీ. మీరు స్పేస్లోంచి ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్స్ తీస్తే అవి అబద్ధాలు ఆడవు. ప్రస్తుతం రాజకీయ వేత్తలను సంతోషపడడానికి ఎన్నో అబద్ధాలు చెప్తున్నారు. తెలంగాణలో ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి ప్రతి జూన్ జూలై నెలలో ఫారెస్ట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు, అయ్యా మనము సుమారు 5,000 కోట్ల కొత్త మొక్కలు నాటామంటారు. అందులో ఎన్ని బ్రతికాయి, అందులో ఎన్ని ఇంకా బ్రతికి ఉన్నాయి, 6 ఏళ్ల క్రితం నాటిన ఇంకా బతికున్నాయా, చచ్చిపోయా, ఇవన్నీ మనకు తెలియాలి అంటే శాటిలైట్ ఇమేజరీ, శాటిలైట్స్ వాడి ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ అక్కడ నిజంగా చెట్లు ఇంకా ఉన్నాయా, అవన్నీ మళ్ళీ చచ్చిపోయి ఖాళీగా ఉన్నాయా, ఇవన్నీ కూడా చాలా అవసరం. మనం సత్యం ఏమిటో తెలుసుకోవాలి. దానికి స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీస్ చాలా ఉపయోగపడతాయి. ఇప్పుడు డాక్టర్ జయచంద్ర గారు మీకు స్పేస్ టెక్నాలజీస్ గురించి చెప్తారు. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ ఫర్ హ్యావింగ్ బీన్ గివెన్ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు టాక్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ, అండ్ ఐఎమ్ షూర్ you, when the opportunity comes to you, will be able to impress upon your students the urgent need to become aware and also take positive action to ensure that this global warming is slowly decreased and our environment is preserved to the extent possible. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
నేను ఇంకా వెళ్ళొచ్చా?
Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
లేక క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా?
Okay.
ఉంటే కూడా కష్టం.
I will take.
Okay. Right then. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Carry
you
on.
very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Carry on.
So, Madhuriti garu, can you just confirm whether you can see my screen presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's enough because you are only allowed to unmute. Okay.
Clearly visible. No.
Yes. So, as our president, Sri M.V. Krishna Rao garu, has given brief note about this conference, the upcoming conference, and also a few words about environment. I will try to add upon. I will first of all I'll show you because I'm not keeping in this presentation mode. This is a presentation mode. I don't know. Will it suppose? Is it changed, Madhuriti garu? Second slide. Is it changed to second slide? Sometimes what happens if I keep in presentation mode, there is no movement of slides for the participants. That is the reason I am keeping it like this.
Okay.
This is better, I think, right?
First one is better.
No. First one in the sense like this. Is this better? This one? Okay. So because if I run the slides, it should be able to show the same thing at your end. That is my concern. Sometimes what happens, I'm moving on slides and at your end they are not moving, so then it will be little inconvenient.
Is it not possible to show one by one?
No, that is what I am taking this option. I am taking this option. So then I will go.
This one is more visible. This one.
That's enough. Then we will go ahead with this. Okay. Thank you. So students, I hope as our president told, this is the unique kind of conference in the country, a national conference where only students will present their paper, will speak. The experts, the professionals, professors, all will be the judges, and they will only judge you. They will only advise you if required. That's all. Otherwise, the entire one-day session, it started in 2019. This is the 4th Pure Earth Environment Conference. It is, as our sir told, it is a biannual national conference. Every year, April and November month, this conference will be organized by Pure Earth Foundation, which is a charitable society, a Pure Earth Foundation based at Hyderabad. So, because we have seen many occasions, many workshops, conferences, seminars, always students are used as audience, just audience, and you will not be given opportunity. And the present situation, the most research and most innovations I observed that comes through younger generation, not the senior people. You ask your own Madhuriti sir or any of our faculties, or yourself, tomorrow you become a teacher, you get a job, you get married. So your focus, your hunger will automatically be reduced. Your thinking process will stop at some stage. See, what is research? Research is always towards a solution for a new problem. I can give you a small example. The last 2 years COVID pandemic, the whole country, whether it is educated, a scientist, or an ordinary illiterate people, a person from our own Andhra Pradesh, somebody without much education, they could brought so many solutions. So because when there is a need, we think, we try, we strive to get some solution, some way. This is called innovation, and to achieve that innovation, that is process is called research. So when there is a requirement, for example, agriculture, anyhow, that is our topic. So depending on your conditions, your thinking process will change. See, I don't have bullock carts, I don't have that animal, cattle and all. So how to do it? Suppose you have a good mechanic in your house. That person using that motorcycle motor and fitting to something and is able to do that plowing and all. So the innovation comes with problem. Research also comes with, requirement. So I feel personally the research will be the true research particularly will comes out from the younger generation till they before they join a job or get married and settling into their life. Because you all know if anybody gets a job, what is their immediate thing? Research will be there, even though he is responsible to take up research, but still his research component will be some percentage. See, my case is I'm telling about 95%. Only 5% dedicated scientists, dedicated professionals are there. They do. I respect them. But majority people, what they do? How to improve my salary? How to go to the next? What is my side income? This is a person who got a job and who got married. Everybody knows their problems. Then where is the time for research? Research is for the people. Suppose you are an unemployed youth. You finish your what you call your graduation or present degree. You are teaching this degree. Then what you do? You strive, you struggle, you find different ways. If you get a job, it is good. If you don't get a job, you do different things. That is all innovations. That is all research, because you have that hunger with you inside. So that is where I strongly believe the younger generation can do better research, better things they can bring to this world. This is one aspect. Second is they are not given opportunity in the routine conferences and routine seminars across the country. That's where we thought an opportunity should be created for exclusively students, and they should prepare their own papers on different and certain subjects. So every time what we decide is the focal theme. So we have already utilized focal themes like environment and energy, environment and education, environment and health. Now the present focal theme is environment and agriculture. So, and you have so many sub themes are here for these topics, and you need not worry, your topic need not be one of this. If anyway it is connected, that's enough. Somewhere or other, environment and agriculture. So the title itself is a beautiful, it is giving a useful information that if whatever agriculture you do, and if you do a environment friendly agriculture, that will keep this world, keep this earth for more years. If you do against it, then you will buy your own problems. So that is why this is the conference. As sir told, it is virtual and physical, online and offline. So sir told offline, but I'm telling you are all being Kurnool and out of Hyderabad city. You can join virtual. There is no registration fee for this. Only people who want to, because what we do is all the research papers submitted by the students, we will, we do certain evaluation and then some standard, and we'll bring a book that is called proceeding book of the conference. Every conference, before conference only, we will decide, we'll print the book. On the conference day, we will inaugurate it. And after immediate conference, all the people who have submitted the papers, they can take these copies, but people want that hard copy, printed book, they need to register with 250 rupees. But everybody will be sent the soft copy freely. So you need not pay even a single NP. Only somebody I want my book, because there are some 5-6 pages in this book is mine. As under my authorship, these pages are there. So you want to own it, then only you can pay that 250 rupees. That is not mandate at all. So without registration fee, you all can register. There is already a link is given in this, what do you call this, chat box of this present live streaming. Chat box, there is one link is there. You can copy. The same link I will forward it to your faculties and people. So Madhuleti Garu and others, and they will also share with you to join. So now just briefly in 2-3 minutes time, I will just take you, for example, because I know the last 3-4 conferences, every student presented in this conference is their lifetime first time paper. Don't worry about, we got a request from Padmavati Mahila University. Some girls want to present a paper in Telugu. Yes, we are encouraging them. If you want to write in Telugu, you have to write, but you have to type it and then submit a soft copy only. You cannot submit your own handwritten pages. You have to type it in Telugu. So even if you prepare Telugu, if you have a beautiful idea, but you are not good at English, not able to translate, you can always submit in Telugu also. Now, I'll just take you with 2 slides about how to write this research paper. See, first of all, you should find or identify a topic. Major topic is already mentioned in, that is environment and agriculture. There are subtopics given, some around 20 plus subtopics are there. And that topic need not take as it is. Anything related to that. So you can think that topic first. See, mostly, if you look at the engineering students and postgraduate students, they are supposed to take up a project work in their final semester. At the end of the course, before they complete the whole program of 2 year, 3 year, or 4 year, in the last semester they have to do a project work and a dissertation of some 50 to 100 pages they have to submit. So that is a project, and every project will start with some objective. Objective what? First of all, any research paper starts with a problem. So you have to find a problem. Your own family, somebody, your own neighbors, your own known people doing agriculture, what difficulties they are facing, what problems. Or you compare with certain things, how other part of the world is doing same thing. So like that, you identify a problem. That problem will become your project. And in your project, what you have to do? Problem you have to define as an objective, and then you should get a solution to it. End of your book, end of your project work is a solution to that problem through a methodology, through different steps, procedures. So this objective, by defining a problem or issue, okay, and to arrive a solution through a proper methodology, procedures, the accordingly suitable title you will fix it. And here two-way requirement is what? Suppose you don't have now all BEd students, you don't have a project work to do, and your project is nothing but the paper only, the paper for this conference. So the people who are doing project work, their project work 50-100 page book, if they summarize to 10 pages, that is their paper. Summarize their paper, that is their paper. I think somebody is still unmuted their mic. So a research project or a PhD or a degree or a PG project, academic project, which is some 50 to 100 pages, if it is reduced to 10 pages less than that, then it is a research paper, because you will cover everything in brief. That is one thing. Second thing is, suppose you don't have that project work, you're not supposed to do that. So your topic and your target is only prepare a paper. So then identify a problem, and you can name it little later also at this stage. What you have to do, once your topic is decided, then related to the topic you search in the internet, because somewhere in some part of the world a similar task might have done by somebody, so you get some information about that. Okay, and once you know that information, you can also get some statistics, some details, some tables. Maybe, for example, agriculture, there is a big department in every state government. The department will provide a lot of information. A particular area, what type of soil characteristics are there, soil parameters are there, what type of soil suitable to which type of crop. So many things you can search. You will get it. So, for example, Anantapur district is there. What type of crops are the major crops? Why only this? Why not few other crops will grow there? That means depending on the soil suitability and other environmental conditions, like that. But these details will be there in some websites in that concerned department. Suppose last 10 years, what type of crops, how yield is going down or going up. That all you can check the trends also. Like that, you are going to collect certain departmental data or some data which is freely available through websites like that. And of course, this evaluation of sources is also important. Reason is you cannot take information from every source. For example, today we are much worried about one new source that is called social media. Nobody will believe this. We can believe, we cannot believe, because it's a mix of truth and mix of untruth. Both is there. Suppose suddenly if somebody puts on your social media that maybe next 1 hour we are going to get heavy rain. Will anybody believes that? Suddenly what we'll do? We check with a TV channel, check with a Enadu paper or Hindu paper, something else, or a meteorological website. Then if there also it is there, then you believe. If it is not there, then you say that is a fake. So that means that is also important. When you are collecting information, collect from authentic sources, good sources, like that. So whatever inputs, whatever things, collect. Suppose the paper we are expecting, an 8 pages paper we are expecting from you. For this 8 pages, you will prepare some 50 to 20 pages or more than that. Collect the first information about your idea, collect it. Understand it first. Then you convert into your own words. That is what is the making notes. So on your topic, collect information from various sources, but finally bring it into after understanding, preparing your own words. Then that paper belongs to you. Suppose you collect whatever collect information, you put it as it is, then it is not your paper. There are several authors for that paper, because you collected from 10 sources, 10 different paragraphs, 10 different pages, then it is not yours. So you have to read and how far it is related to your problem and your topic, understanding and put it on your own. Then once if you finalize the paper, okay, with all references, citing reference and everything, you also read, and you can also ask your friend, good friend, or your guide or your well-wisher to read once again, so that when you write, you think everything is right, everything is in order. But if another person read it, he will find some gaps. First of all, you can check that whatever perception you have, whatever idea you have in your mind, the same idea is conveying to the other person or not. That is why it comes through your proofreading. Okay, so like this, decide some topic and then collect some information, understand it, and that should be, see, something which is there as it is, you cannot submit a paper. Nobody will appreciate it. Appreciation will come for the innovation. Something, there is a new point. One point is that's enough, like that. So similarly, these are all the major subtopics. So I don't want to continue this because these are the different titles in the paper. What I am saying is, people who are going to register within these weekdays, every Sunday, coming Sunday and next Sunday, the same topics, 2 slides, I will elaborate with 1 hour. I will explain more, take some examples and give you for the students who are going to register and informing us that he is going to submit a paper in the conference. So when you register, what happens? We get your email ID, okay, and we'll be knowing that you are interested to submit paper. Then those interested people emails, we will send the link, and we will have a class on Sunday exclusive for the students who are willing to submit a paper to this conference. So we talk more on this. Now I as Sir mentioned, I just give you some information, at least useful information, so that you will also connect and get some inputs also from my presentation. You see, sir, as Sir told, we have, these are the natural resources we have on this planet Earth. We have these 2 are the renewable resources. Fortunately, agriculture, forest, all these are renewable. Whereas this earth crust, gases, the oils, the sand, coal, all these are the non-renewable. Once you completely take out, for example, in some part in Kurnool district, some good minerals, for example, gold is there. Maybe the potential of gold is only few tons. Once you extract all that tons, what is there? Then nothing is there. So again, you can't get, it will not regenerate. If something regenerate, that is renewable source. So non-renewable source is very important. We should use with care. My question here is, such kind of natural resources, renewable and non-renewable, are they exist in any other place in this universe? That is a big reset. That itself is a great reset. Can we do agriculture in other planet? That comes another sometime later. For example, this where it is. Yeah. Can you do farming in other planets? The question mark. Think that itself is a research topic. Farming in space. Space, first of all, where you stand, where you do, no. But farming space is nothing but the world countries, they are established space stations. Within that station, they are growing some plants without soil. By creating a suitable cool air and mist environment without soil, they could able to produce certain vegetables, certain plants. That is there, but it is inside the space stations, but not in the outside. The outside is an empty space. So this itself will become a good topic. So I'll just get back here. Now, to answer that, just see this slide, you will understand, except this planet Earth, whose surface temperature is around 16 degrees Celsius, which is only suitable among all the solar system, all the planets of the solar system. Either they have high temperature where nothing will survive, like 430 degrees centigrade, 47. Suppose if temperature rises to 50 degrees, we can't move outside. If it goes to 55, then we will not come out of our houses. Then imagine if it is 100 and 400, 500 like this. Will anything exist? Nothing. That is why this, another reason, of course, I'll tell you. You see the other planets also, minus degrees. Either it is high or very low. So all these are not suitable conditions, but only planet Earth. This is the reason there is only life, not only human life. Life, bio-life I call. Bio-life means life of everything that is existing in planet Earth. But unfortunate thing is, you see, this is 19th century, 1800 to 1900 is 19th century, where the average temperature surface is 13.7. Whereas in 20th century, up to 2000 year, it raised to 14.9. And now we are in 21st century, from 2000 year to 2100 years. Already we completed 21 years. Within the 21 years, last year, July, we had 15.8 degrees centigrade average. Imagine, the century is not completed, it is only 20 years. That means 20% century we are crossed, and 80% century is there. Like these centuries, we have to live some more centuries on this planet Earth. As Sir told, all your grand and great grandchildren should live. The entire community, Indian communities are much worried about saving, funds, land, everything. First of all, the earth should exist. The environment should fit for the living. That is important. The great politicians are not thinking about that. They are thinking that even 100 generations of my own should stay with my earning. But they are not thinking whether this environment will be suitable to live a bio-life or a human or not, that they are not thinking. So that is the important thing you have to. And I will say one more point here, because the beauty of planet Earth, alone planet Earth, because of this ozone layer, which stops this, the red color is the harmful radiation, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays, and cosmic rays. This part of the radiation is not able to penetrate through this thick cloud. It's a cloud means don't imagine it's a cloud of a layer like. It is a cloud of kilometers. Kilometer stretch cloud is there. The radiation, which is very short wavelength, are not able to penetrate through this cloud and not able to enter into Earth atmosphere. Because of this kind of great arrangement, Earth has a beautiful environment with only useful electromagnetic radiation. All this useful because the first radiation that enter into Earth is light, and then heat, that is called infrared, then microwave, then radio wave. All this radio wave, microwave, the infrared, visible, they are all useful in great applications. The entire sensing, entire photography, is possible with visible radiation. So like this kind of arrangement is not there with other planets. Therefore, what happens? Radiation is entering into the surface of those planets and smashing everything. First of all, of course, there is a relation because this is entering. Therefore, the temperature is higher there. Because this is not entering into Earth atmosphere, we are able to maintain in a average temperature around 15 degree, 16 degree like this. Average temperature of Earth. So this is what. Now I'll just quickly take you. Just this is one good slide I want to mention so that students can catch few points. For example, what kind of agriculture we are looking at? Because agriculture is the activity and the focal theme of the present conference. So this resource, agriculture resource, is a nothing but a land use. That means land being utilized by human being for plantation, crops, for fisheries, for different things. These are all called land use and they are called agriculture. See, this agriculture, if you do environment friendly, the agriculture will be renewed as are told. You can do it permanently, you can do forever. But at the same time, what we are doing is totally against this environmental friendly. I can say out of lakhs of creatures on planet Earth, the only creature which is violating the law of nature is only human being. You take any animal, anything, as per their rule, as per their species, their culture, they behave, they live, they use this earth like that. But only human being who violates this. Being great, we have great brain, great thinking capacity, that we should use it for proper development purpose, not for destroying. That is what everybody is appealed today. So here, what kind of measures that government should take? You think, then you get a solution. What measures should be taken by government so that people in the country should do environmental friendly farming? Is a one topic. Think in that direction, you will get it. For example, guidance to farmers on soil parameters. So if a farmer from some village calls to there is a call center in the government of India at New Delhi. That center supports, there are some scientists sitting there, will support the whole country farming community. If any farmer call to the toll-free number, tells that I belong to so-and-so village of so-and-so district and so-and-so survey number is my land, then he will tell you that area, you can grow this, you can do this like this. On what basis? Based on the soil parameters. But this system, which is presently answering this, the Indian farming sector, is not with proper reliable information. Example, I'll tell you, 100 hectare one sample was collected. The government of India asked all the state governments to collect the soil parameters, one sample for 100 hectare. 100 hectare means 250 acres. 250 acre land, one sample. If that sample is suitable to support 20 farmers, they will benefit by that advice. Suppose another 200 farmers whose parameters are not matching with this soil sample, if they ask some guidance and they will be misguided, and that is where you go for suicide. Suppose if something you follow and you get total loss, what you will do? End up with some other thing. That is what. So you need a reliable information on soil parameters at a central system which should guide the entire farming community of the country. Then, for example, as sir told, we should not do too much of crop excessive crop. Today, very unfortunate, no tomato farmer is picking tomatoes from his farms because the kg is less than 5 rupees. It may be even 1 or 2 rupees also, because if in Hyderabad I get in 10 rupees per kilo, that means in the fields in Chittur, Karnool, Madanapalli, Anantapur, all these areas where the tomato is growing much, they don't get even 1 rupee per kilo. That is not the correct solution. That is not the way. There is a mistake with both farming sector and the government. So, for example, you see people, that means cropping should be allowed only up to 5 acres land holdings. Suppose more than 5 acres something is there, they should be allowed 50% for short-term commercial crops and 50% for long-term plantations. That is also a crop, that also a revenue model, because wood and major major, suppose like bamboo, something is there, the wood and many other purposes is there, industrial, construction, whatever it is, like that. And you think about issues in farming and innovations in farming equipment. So many equipments are coming up. You check in, that is one good thing in social media. If an innovation a farmer is doing, how to take out that all weed within the plantation, within the crop, weed is there, how to remove that weed. There's a big issues. So they are innovating few small things, equipment. So that kind of thing, something is there, you can write paper on that. Similarly, I'm not telling how to benefit a farmer, how to cut the loss to a farmer. That's a better sense way, I think, than giving profit to the farmer. I'm talking about don't give loss to the farmer. In that way, you bring out some solution. And for example, if every educated youth, see, farming should be taken as part of education. Nowadays, we are all going behind the companies for internship. Is any student going for internship to the farming, agriculture field, and that will be considered anywhere? The government should think, government should change their mindset, and even farming should be taken as one of the industry, and students should get internships and get educated with practicality, and with proper education they can only educate their own illiterate parents, the farmers. So for example, another topic, you say, what are the species? What are the species, that means plants and species, that are good in purifying the air, or diluting the greenhouse gases, purifying the air? What plants you can use it in-house, what plants you can take up outside? And as sir told, too much plantation governments are doing in Telangana, Andhra, Vanam Manam by Andhra Pradesh, Haritaharam by Telangana, and he told like lakhs, crores of plants they raise, and they don't bother about the survival, like that. While planting, why don't they plant a tree which is having high carbon sequestration? What is carbon sequestration? Trapping the carbon from air and then passing it through the plant to this earth. So that is called squeezing carbon. That is called carbon sequestration. Which plant, which tree will do more this kind of sequestration? That kind of species, like I mentioned some 8 species here, they are excellent. They are good in top 8 that you can take. Your neem, your peepal, your banyan, jamun, ashoka, your teak, bamboo, nilgiri, all this. So wherever you see your own people, they're doing different things, try to grow this. So people who are holding 50 acres, 100 acres, do 50% that commercial crop, 50% this kind of plantation. This is also commercial, this is also revenue plantation. This is not a, it's not a waste. It contributes, it will have a win-win situation. Environmentally good and commercially also revenue you will get it. And these are in-houses. Similarly, I'll just show you a few things. For example, already it is 4 o'clock. So I'll just at least introduce. See, these are the 3 major space technologies today, and particularly satellites, communication satellites. This is also important to know what is happening in every corner of this world. This is the technology, the communication technology. Okay, this is the first technology into the space. Around more than 30,000 kilometer height, the satellites are launched in geostationary orbit. That means a satellite will be always looking at a particular location on the Earth. How it is possible? Because it moves, it rotates with the speed of Earth. So Earth is moving around it, and the planet is also moves with the same speed. Therefore, it looks to be stationed at a particular point. Suppose it is positioned over Delhi. It is always positioned over Delhi when it looks like that. Because Earth moves, it also moves same speed. That is geostationary orbits. They are used for communication. Anything, see, evening we will have cricket match after 6 o'clock without any lag. Not only India, the IPL can be watched by Australian people and the Americans, anybody. Indians, wherever they are, they want to see, they can see time without time gap. That is all possible through this great technology. Second thing is remote sensing. Sensing of Earth, nothing but taking pictures of Earth. And that's what Sir told. These pictures are legally valid because nobody can manipulate it. What is there on the ground, that will reflect straight away without any manipulation. Therefore, that is great useful. So this will be done in a different mode, where sunlight is there, there it will sense. This is called sun synchronous mode sensing. So today it is light here, it will be sensing this part of the world, and in the night time, other part of the world it will sense. Therefore, to sense the entire Earth planet, the satellite, remote sensing satellite, will take 30 days, 28 days, 24 days, like that. It completes the whole planet. So a satellite can take pictures of entire planet Earth in a month time. Then suppose you have a crop of 500-acre crop is there in your place. So every month a photograph will be, you can get from satellite. So within a crop season of 6 months, you will get 6 times photos. You can see the real changes. You can see any disease. You can see any damage to the crop. These are all. That is how this technology, actually it is there very effectively from 2000 year. Unfortunate in this country, the governments are not using up to the expectations. If it is there, for example, a farmer is claiming, sir, my crop got damaged or got completely some disease. The bank and government, they don't visit immediately. They will visit after 2-3 months. By that time, nothing will be there. And banks also, insurance also. Suppose if you verify through a satellite data, you can give it. For example, another thing, government, every government, since I'm seeing from Kotla Vijay Bhaskar Reddy of your own district leader, great leader, chief minister, from his tenure, I am observing every chief minister gives land for the landless people for agriculture purpose, 1 acre, 2 acre. But do these people really doing agriculture and getting benefit? They simply take it, they don't do anything. Again, the same land will be distributed to the next chief minister. This is not the right process. That is where this country will be evergreen in terms of poverty. Suppose you address poverty, you select the people who are below poverty, landless people, houseless people, and give them, and ensure through satellite technology, monitor. Suppose if he is not doing any activity for 2 years, take the land back, and he is never eligible in this country in his lifetime to get support from government, because when government is given, you are not utilized, you are misused. Same way, how many people takes houses, how many times in this country? This is called vote politics country. So remember, these are all the practical issues. You can bring out all those things. There is another group of technology that is called GPS satellites. This tells where you are. The entire air traffic, entire navigation in water, transport, everything, and in the land. Suppose the bus or the vehicles moving, emergency vehicle, somewhere some accident occurs. If you are online monitoring vehicle tracking, you can check where is the nearest ambulance, where is the nearest petrol vehicle, where is the fire vehicle, and you can tell that particular vehicle to go to that place and rescue. So this is an excellent, beautiful technology, and you can explore in depth, then you will understand more. Combining all these things, they are serving like anything. Everything is possible. We can map entire agriculture area, entire, as are told, how many, so government says 10 crore plants, species planted, but you can check how many are there, how many are really survived, how many are really grown up, like that. So I'll just show you, for example, agriculture. Maybe I have to, okay, this model I will take you just to show you at least few things. Maybe another 5 minutes I will close. See, what you are seeing is the top 2 districts belongs to Telangana erstwhile districts. The bottom 2 are the Andhra Pradesh state. I hope, because I am not giving an opportunity to speak. So this is Adilabad erstwhile, this is Nizamabad, this is Chittoor district, and this is Anantapur district. Here, satellite sensing will be, this is a medium and low resolution satellite, low resolution pictures. That means the satellite will take pictures not only in 3 visible bands, in 4th band called infrared band, because you get more information, more radiation from vegetation. One example I will give you, why the scientist gone for 4th band. That means sensing Earth in infrared band. Infrared is nothing but heat. See, in this summer, if you go out, it is open area. Suddenly there is a good big tree is there. You go under the tree. What do you feel? You feel cool. What is the reason? The heat which is coming along with light will be sent back by the vegetation green cover on the top of that leaves. All the leaves and green cover of the plant will send back this heat back to the atmosphere. That means if a sensor is operating in infrared, you get more information about that vegetation. That reason, satellite technology used 4 bands, RGB, 3 visible and 1 IR band, and the entire information sensed into IR band cannot be seen through naked eye. Therefore, what they did, they assigned that infrared information to red color. Therefore, these pictures, they represent whatever green on the ground is red in these pictures. Okay, now you are clarifying. The red color in these pictures is called green color on the ground. All crops are seen in red color here. All forest is seen in red color here. You see how much red color in Anantapur and Chittor, this area. Very poor, very less. That is how we are worried about this. This may go convert to desertification like that. Now you see this. This is how it looks. This is a better resolution. This is 23 around 25 meter resolution. This is 5.8 meter resolution, where these red color parcels are sugarcane crop. And I will take you, I will show you. This is the satellite picture. This crop looks how this red color, this grassy surface how it looks, and this soil which is open, plowed soil, how it looks. So this is how you can connect with satellite data. And also, I will just take you, see, this is another thing. Agriculture in forest area, that is called ROFR. The people who are totally purely depending on the forest, they do agriculture inside. They are encouraged by giving pata, nothing but recognition of right to their land, how much extent they are doing. This is also through satellite we are going to do it. You see, this is called Cartosat data, single band data, mono color. Okay, let me just pass through. Afforestation, plantation. What is afforestation? Planting trees in non-forest area is afforestation. See, planting trees inside the forest is not afforestation. What is deforestation? Cutting trees is deforestation. Afforestation is planting, raising the trees other than forest area. Now, this is what I want to show you. This is satellite of same area. This looks one season, this looks another season. This season there is no crop, this season there is a crop. This is in August, September, this is in March, April, like this. So, to assess the agriculture extent, how much area in Kurnool district got irrigated in this year, then total it is possible to assess by taking 2 seasonal satellite data. One season satellite data, another season satellite data. Then you can tell this much land is in this many lakhs of hectares, lakhs of acres are there in double crop, both season cropping. This much land is in single season, only in rainy season it will be crop. Like that you can tell. So that is where satellite pictures are used to map and tell the exact extent of the yield, exact extent of the farming, the crops and all. For example, you see this. What is happening in the last 1 decade, 10 years, I can say, mostly, or 2000 years. Everywhere across the Telugu states, it's more worst in Telugu states than other part of the country. Wherever there is a road is there, wherever the district headquarters is there, wherever town is there, nearby town, all agricultural lands are converting into non-agriculture and layouts are being brought. Neither you find the buildings there, even after 20 years, nor that land is being used for agriculture. Once it is converted into non-agriculture, neither agriculture, because the already farmer has already sold it. But the person who purchased simply just put a layout and nobody buy, even if they buy, nobody built a house. So all this, what I am showing you here, 2003, 2020, this is just a kilometer distance from Ring Road of Hyderabad. With the Ring Road of Hyderabad, with 20 years gap, no single structure. That is what there is an appeal from my side to the government. Suppose if a layout, a land is converted to non-agriculture for building purpose, and if the people are not constructing houses, at least after 5 years, they must take up plantation. The land is theirs only. The land is theirs only. The plants are theirs, so they have to raise it. You have to make a mandate that a GO, a mandate clause you have to bring. So either if you don't have a house, you build there, you purchase, you build it, you stay, no problem. If you are not staying, not constructing a house and keeping that land ideal without any plantation, that is a damage to this environment, damage to this planet Earth. Therefore, you must raise plants. This is one point I can tell them. So this is what the today's high resolution satellite pictures. You can check even houses, trees, buses, everything. This is called 0.4 meter resolution. So just quickly 1-2 things I will tell. See, this is one of the output of a geospatial technology, a mapping technology. What is this mapping technology? Map with the data integration. Now this is a district map of Medak. Each boundary is a mandal, and the pie chart is a crops. 7 crops are mapped here. You see here, I am talking about this color, maize. This color is mokkojonna. Maize is mokkojonna. This yellow is jowar, jonna. See, jowar is grown only in this area. Maize is growing in this area. Suppose an industrialist want to set up a factory of jowar. Then he comes with a proposal here. By setting up a jowar factory here, jowar is growing here, factory is here. Is it working out? It is a waste. So maize factory is suitable for this. Jowar factory is suitable for this. The pink color is sugar cane, and sugar cane is, this belt it is growing. Suppose this is, what is this? Medak district. This belongs to what I am showing. This belongs to Siddipet, and then a native of KCR and Harish Rao. Suppose any relative of KCR or Harish Rao want to set up a sugar factory here, no collector will say no to that. Reason is because he is highly influenced. His own relative is chief minister. So collector will not say no to him. He will give. That fellow will set up sugar factory. There is no sugar cane neighborhood. He has to bring it from here. Then he will pay very low value to these farmers because he has to spend for transport. Suppose if the collector is having this input, this is called scientific input. If this scientific input tells, and even tell to the Harish Rao, tell to the chief minister, sir, the sugar cane in this district is growing here. If your friend can set up a sugar cane factory here, he will benefit, farmer will benefit, even every idiot will accept to that. That is the power of the scientific input, which can be produced from your satellite data and mapping technology. That's called geospatial technology. Just see this another district where there is a national highway and these are the villages. Suppose a district superintendent of police, SP, I want the villages which are within 5 kilometer radius of the highway. Your Kurnool to Nandyal or Kurnool to your Kadapa till Kurnool border, in that national highway, you want 5 kilometer radius, what are the villages? No technology will answer this except one technology that's called GIS, Geographical Information Systems like this. So I don't want to take your time. I just only show you pics. See, this is revenue villages, the village maps. If you georeference, they sit in satellite data and you can tell what is there in each survey number. This is another thing in housing. Indirama houses, so many years. You see how many houses are built, only 20%. So many are blank. All these house people also might have taken complete money from complete installments from the government, but they have not built it because they are producing the house. For example, you see here, if this is photo is produced, government will release second installment. And once walls are raised, they install third installment for slab. And then next installment for finishing and all. What is happening in the ground, This one house, if one farmer, one fellow prepares this, 20 people will submit this photograph from 20 directions. Everybody gets payment. But there is a technology called geotagging. If a photograph is taken in front of it with lat longitude printed on this with the date and time, then nobody can produce the same photo. If produced, that photo will go to the same place. Then that means suppose the same house, if 10 photos comes to the same location, what does it mean? That means 10 people are claiming. Then the government will not release to anybody. Then they will ask all 10 people come to the office. We have an inquiry. Then only one fellow will go who is genuine person there. This is another geotagging. This is, even women and child welfare department, some village here, both sides of the highway it is there. Government just gave the 2 Anganwadi centers based on the number of families. But the 2 Anganwadi centers are established here. Will these Anganwadi centers serve the people here? What is the purpose of an Anganwadi center? To help the pregnant woman and the newborn child, supplying some nutrient food through these centers. A pregnant woman and a newborn kid can go from here to here. This is all the useless things. So this is all can be addressed through this geospatial technology. So I just show you another interesting thing. See, this is one government land in 2005. This is same thing in 2007. You slowly observe how it is getting encroached. In 2012 and 2019, nothing, everything is encroached. That's a government land. And this is your Karnool. Everybody Google Earth, Google Maps. This is free. You can see. This is Karnool. I think it is recent. That is 2020, 21 satellite picture. There is a picture here. This is 2020, 2002 year. This is the check post. This is Nandikotpur and this is the Nandyal Road. This is the check post. This is the Polarity Engineering College, this bottom. And here is the Rayalaseema University without any building here in 2002. And this entire thing is agriculture. And this is 2020. This is 2020. You can see how many buildings, how many things, how much development. This is all freely available. Only thing is you should have little interest to develop, interest to know, and then these are all possible. So with this, the objective is to give you little bit knowledge, scientific knowledge, and then now my presentation is I am completing here. So I must thank all the organizers and the coordinating people who gave this opportunity to interact with you. Particularly, it's not interaction; it is one-side discussion. So I will share the link through Madhuliti sir and whoever there is coordinating. Even I hope some students from Annamacharya Engineering College also, if they are there, I don't know. So people whoever see, last thing I will tell you, the conference has no advantage to us as for Pure Earth Foundation, not to your faculties. There is no zero advantage to both this, only to students. Because if you submit a paper, then it helps you two ways. You can write a paragraph, a few lines in your profile. I have presented a paper in a national conference on this topic. That will boost your profile if you go for a job. Or if you go for higher studies, always an advantage is there. For higher studies, oh, this student has got already some communication skills. He has skill, he has certain qualities to present before audience. That is an advantage. Then opportunity, don't worry, all students only. I'm telling in the last few conferences, I have seen a 5th class student from Chennai, one 10th class student from Canada, and 2 students from 8th and 9th students from Jubilee's Public School in Hyderabad. These school students also presented. Excellent they have done. This is a rare and great opportunity for student community. Utilize it. Okay, at least 2-3 conferences you write papers that will have some weightage in your profile. So with this, I will thank once again for your patient hearing and participation. Thank you, Madhuliti Garu. Thank you, everybody who has behind this organizing this seminar. So anything, Madhuliti sir, you want to tell? Just tell and close it, please. Madhuliti sir.
Thank you, Jayachandra.
Okay.
I convey my regards to our Krishna Rao sir on behalf of our college trainees from our college.
Sure.
Yourself and your sir gave a very valuable information for our students. Definitely, I suggest our students also to publish a paper. If possible, I coordinate and cooperate. Thank you very much.
That's really great. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ravindra sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.